Hello and welcome back to my channel Lady T. My name is Natalie and we are checking out not really an early access or demo, but the prologue of this game is out, full of Porcupine, last days of summer. It's supposed to be kind of a tale about how your free time meets work. Something like that. I don't want to spoil myself too much, so I didn't really look up too much. But first, let's... English is delete save. We don't have that. Okay, so I think we're fine. I already love the music. I hope this is going to be some sort of a cozy game with a good story. But I'm just ready to be surprised. Hi out there. Hope you're well and I'm glad to have you back. Are you talking about me? Oh, I love the music. Today I want to update you on what's going on in Porcupine. Again, I was on the road for you this week and ran into a lot of old familiar faces. Explore Porcupine, the city of silence. Oh, I want to move there. The music is giving me nostalgic vibes. Among other things, I stopped by Gilbert's this weekend and sampled Giuliano's latest creation, Wild Gooseberry Beer. Highly recommended for fans of fruity drinks. It's more for holidays though, but feel free to give it a try. I'm still on a holiday right now. I love this time of the year and you can probably guess why. I know, fall is the best season in the entire world. The Hibernation Festival is right around the corner. Oh, I need that. I want to hibernate. The preparations have already begun and I talked to the organizer. The City of Joy. It looks so cozy. Some popular bands will be on the bill and local arts will be represented as well. Plus, of course, there's the big steel contest again. Oh, I love steel. This sounds like my kind of place, man. I remember last year, Chloe Colbert took first place with a sage soup. Bring your biggest spoon and try your way through. The City of Colors. And the Porcupine statue. There are a lot of highlights again this year. Take a few days off and stop by. Unfortunately, this is the time of the year when the days are getting shorter again. And we all feel it. Today I had to put on a sweater for the first time. Oh, glorious times. Crazy. Yesterday it felt like summer after all. It did happen kind of quickly this year too, yeah. But I guess that's how it is with the seasons. You get used to the sun too quickly. I never really get used to it. I get used to the cold too easily. And then it gets warm again and I'm all like, nope, where's my sweater? Oh, am I the sick pigeon? Excellent. A good day always starts with being late. No, I can't handle that. And without Dr. Krokowski busting your chops. Or a busted coffee machine that doesn't even get warm. Anyways, I gotta run. You late too? Nope, I'm just here to show how dialogues work in Fall Porcupine. I see, thanks a lot. No problem. Oh, I love it. Bye. Oh, there's even a sign. Okay, we can't go. He's just gone. Oh, I love that. Oh, you stop so... Okay. We can... Oh, we're platforming. It's so cute. Whee! Oh, wait. And I'll run like the wind. Whew. Whee! Oh, this is going to fall. Someone there? Rudolph, you hear something too? What'd you say? Guess the last beer yesterday had already expired. Make a pot of coffee, I got a hangover. Well, at least it didn't fall on top of his head. Flee? Oh! That stop most probably won't see any buses today. You got the day off, bus stop. Enjoy your day. Logic. St. Ursula Hospital. You howl, we heal. That slogan ain't half bad. No, it's not that great either, but... Cozy bear. Who was that hat-wearing giant? A bear. And he's cute. Floop. Can we walk through it? Ha 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 ha. Ho ho ho. These generic hospital signposts are fascinating. You find them at every corner pointing in all directions. Still, you get lost all the time. Must be frustrating for a signpost. Aw, poor signpost. He just wants to live his best life and nobody understands him. Oh, hi. Our hospital could use more art like this. But I'm afraid Mr. Heydrich and Dr. Theobald from the hospital management have a different opinion. Nevertheless, thanks, anonymous artist. Okay, maybe I don't want to continue the story and not being able to go back. Okay, apparently we can't. Cute cars. I love the colors in this game. I love autumn colors. It's just so grand. It's amazing. St. Ursula. Oh, we just disappeared. Oh, that gave me tingles. I love it. Perfection. Whoever made the soundtrack is also a chef's kiss. Wait a moment. Ooh. Are those jock dogs? I was reading something else, but okay. The last time I ate those, I was a kid. Or reindeer and deer. Hey Hilda, you looking pretty? Good morning, Ingrid. Oh, your name is Ingrid. You've been working here 2 weeks and already you're late. That's not gonna cut it, kid. Yes, nice to see you too. Save yourself the trouble. Bad day? Bad? My coffee machine is full of mold. And the snack machine ate all my change. Quite sassy was up with the snack machine and he knew that something happened. There's a construction site outside the hospital. Who knows? It was working last night. Old Greg has probably been tampering with it again. Would you mind taking a look at it? You seem skilled. Didn't you just say I was late? Priorities, kid. You know, my blood sugar is shockingly low. By helping me, you're helping the entire hospital. I'm on it. Are we though? This machine's dead. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do for it. Time of death? We've talked to its family. Before it passed away, it signed a snack donor card. I will do my duty as a doctor. Okay, that's certainly a way to do it. Thank you, machine. Thanks to your sacrifice, others can now satisfy their sugar cravings. That's dark. Is that a coffee cream prickle? Just for you, fresh from the machine. You just saved my life, kid. What was it you wanted to know? What's new? Oh, that's right. The cafeteria's closed today. Dr. Halil allegedly tried to heat up his microbiotic instant meal in Sergei's stone oven. Such a mess. I hope you've made yourself a sandwich today. And 2 new patients were put on your ward last night. One of them has a nasty rash. A mean case of shingles if you ask me. The other one was barely able to walk. Suspected urinary stones. But I think he's well on his way to renal colic. We kept both of them here for now. I'm sure you'll meet them today. The things you know, Ingrid. I've been here for 30 years, my dear. Now let me enjoy this creamy coffee deliciousness. What are you still doing here? Hurry to the 3rd floor. Otherwise Dr. Krakowski will give you hell. Oh, the elevator is broken. Again. Don't even bother trying it. Got it. See you later. Yeah, whatever. I helped you with your creamies. Suspicious. What? Why is it suspicious? The elevator is broken. Again. It often bugs me that I don't own a car. But at least I've got toned legs now. I get the car thing. The cafeteria is closed again. I don't even ask why anymore. But I don't mean to complain. Everyone in this hospital does their best. That doesn't mean that you can't complain. I mean, if everyone does their best, then things should be working, right? The door is closed. The sign says main storage room. That's the janitor's room. Hello, Mr. Glendower, are you there? Leave me alone, I'm taking a break right now. Oh. Oh. We're kind of exploring where we shouldn't, I think. Oh. Not yet, anyway. The ambulance has probably seen better days too. I think even the equipment at my alma mater was more modern than this. And even that could be described as antique. Well, as long as it's still running, you don't have to retire it yet. I kind of like that old jalopy. As long as it's working and not risking anything with the patients. Whoa. Either this is the reason for the closed cafeteria, or the surgeon's been busy. I think your first guess. A hospital that has bad food? I mean, dude, complain. It's okay. Painkillers, towels, disinfectants, bandages, just a regular hospital shelf. Or a hypochondriac's shopping list. Fair enough. Oh. We can go out onto the other floors. This is the Chief of Medicine's office and the hospital administration. So, point taken, we don't have to be there, so don't go there. This is our surgical ward. Again, don't go there. Okay. I know I have to be here, but I kind of want to see what is up. This is our second internal medicine ward in the intensive care unit. It just keeps going up. Oh, this is the final. Oh, the door is locked. A secret. Maybe we're making zombies in here or something. We were already late. Okay, so there are a lot of rooms over here. Here's the storage room for a ward. Most of the time it's empty. That's why we get the drugs and materials from the main storage room on the ground floor. This is the way to our break room. There have been days when I haven't set foot in this room once. Why is there a break room at all if there are hardly any breaks? It's sad for the room to not be in use at all. That's not healthy. I get it. I've worked, well, not as a nurse, but with the elderly. And yes, there isn't always time, but you have to make time sometimes. Most of the time, because no one's going to tell you, hey, take a break right now. Okay, let's first talk to someone who is actually going to tell us which room we have to be in. I'm glad you made it before it got dark. Sorry about that, Dr. Krakowski. I asked the patients not to die until you arrived. Oh, thank you, that's awfully kind. They might not be so generous next time. I'll be more punctual in the future. Not more punctual, just punctual. Just punctual? Well, alright, let's start the rounds. Time waits for no one. We'll start with room 301. Are you okay? This is where our rosters are posted. And the cleaning schedule. And someone apparently wants to sell a bike. I might take a look at the bike. I am okay, maybe I shouldn't. Whee! That's what you look like on the inside. This is Mr. Kissinger. He was admitted last night with a high fever. He's also suffering from severe pain on the right side of his body and an acute rash. How are we feeling today, Mr. Kissinger? Good so far, Dr. Krakowski. I had a rough night and I'm hungry. Well, that sounds perfect. I would have been worried if you slept well here. Mia? Yes? What do you think? What do I think? Your diagnosis. I see. Yeah, sure. She can do it herself. I can't figure it out. You can't figure it out? Sorry about that. Don't apologize to me, apologize to the patient. You really need to work on yourself, Mia. Don't be so harsh on her. I know. Mr. Kissinger is suffering from herpes zoster, a very pronounced case of shingles. Nothing serious, but we will keep him under observation another day or two. Let's not waste any more time. Get well soon, Mr. Kissinger. Thanks. We still have 2 more patients to visit in room 302. Let's go, the day is almost over already. Really? Wait. Oh, yeah, no, thank you. Oh, but we can see your tasks like that. Okay. The reason why I chose the option that I chose is because I didn't want to take her learning opportunity away from her. And I also kind of feel like she has to learn herself, so we can answer, but we're not going to do that. And how could we have helped her? That might have backfired. Good morning, Mr. Kasparas. Good morning. Are the painkillers working? Yes, thank God. There was one hell of a pain. Mrs. Kasparas came to us yesterday evening with severe pain in her lower abdomen. She has vomited a few times. Urinating is also difficult. It's your turn now, Finley. Being late doesn't mean you can shrink now. You can shirk now. So, go on. It could be urinary stones. It is obviously renal colic. Please take me as done. It could be urinary stones. Correct. Last night's exams were able to confirm urinary calculus. We suspect that renal colic has already occurred. More tests will be conducted this morning. However, we will probably have to remove the urinary stones surgically. A clean diagnosis. A little cautious, but not wrong. Mrs. Kasparas, I wish you a quick recovery. Call the nursing staff if you need anything. Thank you so much, Dr. Krakowski. Follow me. Last patient, last chance. So we are both students here, or? Good morning, Mrs. Amit. How are you today? Just a moment. What's this? Your dressing is soaking wet. When was the last time it was changed? Yesterday, I think. Yesterday at midday. Midday yesterday? Finley, change the dressing, now! Okay, you could have asked nicely, especially in front of a patient. Take care of your patients, press and hold shown buttons. Do not press other buttons or more buttons than displayed. Try to react as far. Oh no. Oh, I have to hold? This is... Phew. Not stressful, but it's okay. We was on duty yesterday. I was thinking I was going to change it. The storage room up here was empty. I was going to the basement to get a new dressing. And then you forgot about it? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I don't tolerate such sloppiness on this ward. Dr. Krakowski, it was probably just an oversight. Yeah, but if someone's sick and they're laying in wet bedding? No. Finley, you stay out of this. Get a grip, Mia. You're not going to get far if changing a simple dressing flusters you like that. That's not how you address students. Dr. Krakowski, let's not get so worked up. You know yourself how stressful it is here. We're also constantly understaffed in nursing. These two are new. They need to get warmed up first. Exactly, thank you, Sheepy. That's no excuse. I don't want to see a mistake like that again. And what are you doing here anyway? This ward storage room is empty again. Just do your job and take care of it. These rounds are over. You're not very professional. Especially in front of a patient, like that's just not how you do it. Okay, we don't have any tasks right. Oh. Try your hardest, Finley. I'm doing the best I can. If that's your best, then who to this hospital? Ew. Don't like you. You'd probably have to talk to Mia. I can't jump in here. Probably for the best. I obviously don't have to be in one of these rooms. Like, I'm already walking now. Can I pass? Hey Carl, it was great of you to stand up for Mia just now. No problem. Why are you standing here? I'm waiting for the damn elevator. It's broken. Again? Great. What are you up to? I have to go to the main storage room on the ground floor. You heard what Krakowski said? The ward storage room is empty again. I gotta get supplies. Need help? I sure won't say no. No, but I could help you with the carrying. Let's not waste any time then. We'll take the stairs, unless they're broken now as well. What could be broken about a staircase? Oh, so much. You have no idea, kid. The storage. This is our main storage room, my second home. Chaotic at first glance, but I have my system. You have a system? Yes, I have plenty of systems. Let me get our stuff together. Finley, you better stay back, kid. Anything could be hiding in there. You think you're grabbing a cable, but in fact it's a king cobra. I just noticed that I didn't have the audio on for the game. So stupid. We do. They are somewhere in the main storage room. Seriously? No jokes. About king cobras? Okay, okay. No need to get hysterical. No jokes. Let's get this over with, kid. Agreed. How can I be so stupid? This happens so often. I start recording and then I just forget stuff. That's a lot of stuff. The day will be over if you have to carry it all upstairs. Yes, and it will also be the end of the day for my back. This hospital is really wearing me out. Who knows how many more years my body can take it. Why don't we ask the janitor to take a look at the elevator? Old Glendower? Good luck with that. Don't you think it will help us? Everything Gregor touches ends up even more broken than before. Come on, let's give it a try at least. Alright, but only because it's just one room farther. I'm saving myself every unnecessary step. After you. Hey, there we are again. Hello, Mr. Glendower. Who's this? Oh, the newbie. What is it? Could you fix the elevator for us? I don't have any spare parts. You usually do it with duct tape and a glue gun. That's probably why it's always broken. That's why it keeps breaking down, exactly. I'd rather save myself the trouble. Duct tape? Listen, Gregor, we need the elevator. And I need my cigarettes. I lost them somewhere, but where? No cigarettes, no help from me. If I find your cigarettes for you, will you help us with the elevator? Maybe. Maybe. Say yes, you old grouch. Yes, alright. I was on the front entrance parking lot this morning. I took the trash to the dumpsters at the back entrance. And I took a look at Ingrid's coffee machine, but there's nothing more I can do for it. So my smokes must be there somewhere. I'm on it. I'm going back to our stuff. Don't want anything else getting stolen. Find Gregor's cigarettes. Maybe they are in the back. Gregor said he was at the dumpsters this morning. There really are cigarettes in there. And they still look pretty good. The reddish-brown sludge must have been on the pack before. I hope. Otherwise we're going to kill this guy. I don't think Miss is going to be very happy with that. Mr. Glendower, hello? Yes, newbie. Your cigarettes, I got them. They were by the dumpsters. Good stuff, kiddo. And you're really gonna fix the elevator now with duct tape? Well, you gotta work with what's available. I don't even ask them upstairs anymore. Management always promises they ordered new stuff, but nothing ever arrives. Maybe I'll give it a couple of good whacks. That usually helps too. Hopefully you'll get off my back when I'm done with it. No problem. Thanks. I wanna see him. The game isn't going to show me, is it? I'm always surprised whenever anything works in this dump. I'm not promising anything, but I think we can use the elevator again now. Pure luxury. Enjoy it while you can. It could be over soon. And when the time comes, try not to be in the elevator. Aye aye. You were of great help, Finley. We can use people like you in this hospital. I'm glad I could help. Now get going. You should start taking care of your patients. Talk to Dr. Krakowski. She'll give you your assignments for today's shift. Will do. See you later. There ain't no way around that. I don't think you will really like working here, my sweetheart. I think this place will suck you dry. Oh, hi. Are we okay? Okay, apparently we can't talk. There you are, Finley. Wherever have you been hiding this time? I was helping Carl carry the boxes to the storage room. They're pretty heavy. That's very kind of you, Finley. But let the nurses take care of that. You've done more than enough. I've assigned you 3 patients today. Look at your smartphone. My smartphone? I don't think I'm supposed to do at work. We're testing digital patient records now. You can download your patient information before your shift begins. Oh, okay, got it. New tasks available. Downloading today's schedule. Schedule updated. 301, 302 and P31. Hello, Mr. Kissinger. What's new? I'm asking you. I'm spending most of my days lying in bed lately. Doing nothing. Looking out of the window. Did you know that today is the beginning of meteorological fall? Is that right? No, I didn't know that. We've never had so little rain in the summer as we've had this year. That's fine by me. Let me take another... No, how come you know so much about meteorology? When I was young, I wanted to be a meteorologist. We know so little about it, and yet we're all so dependent on the weather. It can ruin our day or make it perfect. Cheer us up and make us sad. Burn our skin or rain on our long-planned picnic. It does what it does, and all we can do is play along. I'm sure you would have made a fine meteorologist. Why didn't you stick with it? I had intended to, but I had a few things to deal with at the time. Besides, meteorologists are pretty unpopular. When it rains, at least. I see. Do you regret it? I ain't got no regrets, no. I'm very satisfied with my life. I enjoy my job a lot. I think things even turned out better this way. Imagine I had become a meteorologist and lost the fun of it. Yeah. The weather would just annoy me now. And I would have lost my wonderful hobby too. Yeah, hobbies are so precious. And we don't always have to make a job out of our hobbies. Thanks for the nice chat. But we've got to get productive now. Let me take a look at your rash. Does that hurt? Just lying around is already pretty painful, you know. No, it's not that bad, I promise. I wanted to make them feel like a person first, before immediately just starting a procedure with them. And yes, that takes up more time that you usually don't have in healthcare. A B, yeah, fair. Alright, that's it. What do you think? That's a pretty nasty case of shingle. We need to keep an eye on your rash and treat it regularly. Your circulation seems fine though. Alright, your instruments are pretty cold. They always are, I'm afraid. There's nothing you can do about it. One of the great mysteries of the universe. Fascinating. Have a lovely day. I just want them to feel like they can talk to me. Like, make a little time out of my day. But maybe it's always like, maybe your next patient needed it more and needed you there more rapidly. But it doesn't mean, I think, that you should treat others without kindness. How are you, Mr. Amit? Oh, much, much better. The painkillers have got me flying high. I'm glad to hear it. Could I maybe have some more of them? Well, unless it's absolutely necessary, then no. Oh, that's too bad. And how about under the table? For later? Mr. Amit. Alright. My family physician is more relaxed about that kind of thing than you are. You won't need any more painkillers, I promise. I will take extra special care with your treatment. Alright, I'll take your word for it. Lady. Nice. Perfectionist in me just wants to get good grades, but that's not... You see? Didn't hurt at all, did it? I don't know. I bet it would be gone after dinner. You're the doctor. I'll check on you again tomorrow, okay? Alright. B31. Where would that be? Is there another restroom on this floor? I'm afraid not. What's wrong with the bathroom in your room? My roommate is having a hard time digesting the food. He spends more time on the potty than in his bed. Awkward? Unpleasant. I don't have time now. Let's talk later, please. Okay, where is P31? Can't you see I'm busy? In fact, you should be too. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to find out where P31 is. Ah. Is that pediatrician? Hi. Good afternoon, Miss Delwyn. My name is Finley and I am your attending physician. Hello, doctor. My name is Keisha Delwyn and I'm your patient today. Here's to a good working relationship. I'll make a storybook patient, you'll see. Nausea, abdominal pain, muscle cramps. I got it all. No spoilers, Miss Delwyn. Let me try to do my job well. Alright, let's get on with it then. You can do it well if you know all. Oh, find the correct symbol combination. A blue mark shows you that the right symbol is in the wrong position. A green mark shows you that the right symbol is in the correct position. Oh, that game. In addition, symbols will be highlighted green when they are in the correct position. A symbol will not be in the correct combination more than one time. Find the correct combination within 8 rounds. Wait, a symbol will not be in the correct combination more... I don't get it. Okay, blue, which meant wrong position. Okay, an I is not in it at all. Okay, so we got the bone right. And now to... Oh, wait, the I can be in the right... Oh, fuck. Okay, so we're going to try tooth there. Oh, still two. Fuck. I don't understand. I'm horrible at this. Okay, 2 blues. I don't. Combination contains symbol. Okay, it were 3 before. And then I had the same from that one in 2. Okay, the one that we changed in that was the foot. So the foot has just not been in this position. And the eye hasn't been here. So we're going to try this. Oh, nice! I can actually do this. Oh, and we got an A. Haha. It's not good for me. What do you think? I have a suspicion. We'll have to do some more examinations. Someone will come by later to draw blood. And tomorrow we'll know more. Alright. You are an excellent patient. I recommend you to the staff. Thank you. See you tomorrow then. I'll be here. Oh, and could you do me a favor? What can I do for you? If there's a blueberry pudding left over somewhere, I'll gladly take 2 tonight. If I come across a blueberry pudding, it's all yours. Perfect. Now I just have to remember that. Okay, Dr. Krakowski. Yeah, I figured. Did you take care of all your patients? Yes, all taken care of. Hang on in there, Finley. You haven't been with us long, but I see potential in you. Don't underestimate this job. Don't underestimate your responsibility. Maybe then you will make it here. Go home now. You're working the late shift tomorrow. Then we'll see what you're made of. Have a nice evening. I'll take the stairs. I know we could have taken the elevator, but I just... gotta keep working those leggies. Oh. Not that I would ever in real life, but hey ho. It's a game. Bye. Get out of here, kid. You're working the late shift tomorrow, aren't you? Yes, finally I get the chance to sleep in. Sleep in? Never heard of it. Is that youth slang? Have a nice evening, Ingrid. Hey, already thinking about going home? Ready for the end of the day and ready for my bed. What? No. Come down to Gilbert's with me and we'll have a drink together. 1 drink? 1 will soon become 5. Come on, don't be a party pooper. Alright, but let's take Mia with us. She's had a rough day. Go ask her. I'll wait here. I've just seen Mia down here. She must be around here somewhere. Yeah, I know what I have to do. What is this? Listen, trash can. I don't trust you. I've got my eye on you. Why don't you trust it? Fly like the birds, fly. Usually the first patients would be going for lunch by now. The ones who are still able to walk at least. Wanted to see if there was a pudding. Where is that girl? Maybe she's outside. Standing with the trash. Because she thinks that's what she is. Oh, hi. Carl and I are heading over to Gilbert's for a drink. Wanna join us? Mia? Hello? Anybody there? Finley, leave me alone. I don't want to go. Okay. If you change your mind, you know where to find us. Have a nice evening, Mia. I mean, not everyone is cut out for the job. That's fine too. No matter how much my day sucked, this is my yoga. You are sitting on the chair in a very interesting manner. I even took a yoga class once. Signed up for one especially at a gym out of town. Was pretty nice, but I only went a couple of times. It was a 2-year contract, of course. But if you have the choice between a long ride on an old bus, in the heat, in the cold, in the rain, in storms, or a fresh beer just around the corner, it's an easy decision, don't you think? What's the matter? Why so quiet? Has it always been like this in the hospital? What do you mean? Well, I've only been there a few weeks, and I fall into bed every night completely wiped out. Even now I can barely keep my eyes open. I did my training at St. Ursula's right after school. I learned under Dr. Theobald. He wasn't even the chief of medicine back then. And our internal medicine department was upstairs on the 5th floor. Come to think of it, that was all quite a while ago. There is a ward on 6? There was. It was shut down at some point. Structural defects. Right. And was the work then like it is today? We didn't have all this digital stuff. The doctors were always leaving their pens in rooms. I had a really big pen collection at home. And Ingrid still fit into her normal office chair. But hey, the woman is awesome. Yeah, I like her too. Kind of. But was it as stressful as it is today? Huh? Hard to say. Like I said, it was quite a while ago. I remember I was always totally exhausted in my first few months, but that feeling went away at some point. I think it's like jogging. At some point you get past the point of exhaustion, and you just keep running. I hate running. Me too. How can anyone enjoy that? Not a clue. I bet Krakowski likes to run. That would explain a lot. Exactly. I gotta pee. Knock yourself out, but hurry up, I'm ready for another round. I think he's already having doubts. And that's fine. Leave me alone, kid. Okay. The list of beverages hasn't been updated in a while. Light gooseberry beer, liver liquor, warm dormouse, and a bazooka 7 rounds of surprise. Sounds interesting. Hey Finley, my friend. Who stepped on your foot? Hey Giuliano. Life. What's all this about? It's okay, long story. I like long stories. And I also like my life. You know, we're lucky to have something you can call a daily routine. I hate it. What do you mean? I took out the trash today at noon. The garbage bag ripped and all the gunk ran down my pants. Nasty. Yeah, true. But not bad either, right? I guess not. I count myself lucky that I have nothing worse to tell you. Profound thought, but it's still a challenge sometimes with a daily life like that. Anyways, nice thought. Is that May? I don't know if these are the same. It kind of looks the same art style. There's a newspaper article on the wall. The bazooka hangs up his gloves. Boxing fans around the world have been in tears this weekend, as one of the most famous boxers of recent decades announced his retirement. In just 7 years, the bazooka hit his way into the hearts of the public, and now he's leaving unbruised. The bazooka commented on his decision at a board game convention. I have achieved everything in my career that I wanted to achieve. I have fought for love and peace, in the rain, in the snow, and in the burning sun. Now it is time for me to face a longer and harder fight. That is why I am retiring. The exact reasons for his retirement were not mentioned. In just 7 years he competed in over 518 fights. 515 defeats. 2 victories by the non-appearance of his opponent. And 1 victory by knockout when his opponent laughed so hard he couldn't continue fighting. The bazooka was one of the worst boxers in history. He was, however, revered by his fans and his competitors for his humorous monologues. Wait a minute. The bazooka? Oh, here's the restroom. Ah. Most of these books are older than me. Maybe older than Giuliano even, but neatly sorted in alphabetical order. Why do all bar restrooms smell like that artificial citrus scent? I mean, sure, nobody likes the smell of urine, but do you have to cover it up with something even more unpleasant? Whenever I smell that artificial lemon, it makes me retch. And whatever. Hold your breath now and get through it. Good. Gilbert's is not just the only bar, but also the only motel in town. It's not exactly a tourist hotspot. Honestly, I've never ever seen a tourist in Porcupine. Maybe that's why there's only 1 room. It's there if anyone wants it. Or if you need a drunk or an evening to yourself. You can't go home to the wife being drunk. I don't think my beer was empty when I left. What? No. You drank up before you left. I'm sure. Oh, jeez. Look behind you. A 3-headed grouch. Seriously. What are you staring at, Shorty? Next round is on you. Okay, fine. There you are. Giuliano, keep him coming. The evening's only just begun. Don't get too drunk. St. Ursula's has become an old lady. An old lady with her paint peeling off. Frustrating. I always wanted to be a good doctor. But I'm afraid the stress is too much for me. That I'll make mistakes. Or just lose the meaning of my work. Baloney. You save lives each and every day. Name me one thing that's more important. The main thing is to keep going, kid. No, it's not. It's the most important thing in your job is to stop every now and then and think, is this making me happy? Wah. I think the kid's right. You guys and that dump of yours, it's falling apart. You can't get anything done over there. Shut your mouth, Rolf. Nana, now I'll tell you something. You come in here, complaining about how hard your lives are. You should take a long, hard look at yourselves. Lazy, incompetent jerks that you are. You can't even keep an indoor cactus alive. And you talk about curing people of cancer? You couldn't save my wife either. Oh, and why? Because you all have nothing between your ears, that's why. Okay, we're not going to enter this conversation. If it were up to me, I'd burn the entire place down. I've been sitting here for no idea what time it is. And I'm still quicker-witted than the two of you put together. Oh yeah? And what makes you think that, you old drunk? I'll prove it. Bumps! Bumps? Bumps! We're playing bumps, now! Lose the pasted tab. If you want to pay so bad, be my guest. Wait a moment. What's bumps? Kid, haven't you ever been to a bar before? Hehehe. Nah. Alright, listen up. In bumps, we take it in turns to count from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. You can count, can't you? I think I can manage that. Good. However, you're not allowed to say the number if there's a 3 or 7 in it. Or if the number is divisible by 3 or 7. In that case, you say bumps and the direction we're counting in reverses. And if you count when it's not your turn, you lose 2. Got it? No. Okay, here we go. I'm not getting any younger. Go, I'll start. 1. Bumps. Bumps. I don't understand. What happened? Ha ha ha. You see, you're a bunch of good-for-nothings. No wonder the people of Porcupine don't want to be treated by you. Ha ha ha. Giuliano, line up 10 shots for me and my friends. So just for me. I don't understand what happened. Not so fast, you got lucky, we want a rematch. Alright, as you wish. You don't stand a chance anyway. Count or bumps? Count. Bumps. 4, 5. Bumps. Bumps. 8. It's not a divisible count. 9. What? But 8 is not... It's not. You lost again. I could play this all night. Alright, as you wish. You don't stand a chance anyway. I don't understand. Count. Bumps. Oh yeah, 3. Because you can't. 4. 5. Bumps. Bumps. 8. Oh, and then I go to 9. Okay, then it's bumps. 10. 11. Then I go to bumps. 13. Okay, 14 bumps. 15. Okay, 16. Can count. 17. I have to do 18, which is bumps. 19. 20 bumps. 22. 23. 24, 25, 26 is count. 27, 28, 28. Oh yeah. Oh fuck. I will get this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Now you see who's in charge here. Haha. And now I'm going to have a big cold drink. Or 10. That was just luck. You cheeky garden gnome. What are you saying? Garden gnome, you look like the tip of a cotton swab. Hey, wait, I'll give you cotton swab. Be nice. I only won once. Oh fuck. That doesn't look good. Press E to attack Rolf as he launches to strike. Press and hold W to block Rolf's attacks and charge your special attack. Press the spacebar to perform your spell. Oh, fuck's sake. Okay, E when he launches, B when he attacks.
3, 2, 1, fight.
Oh. I don't know what's happening. Oh, why was I not? Alright guys, that's enough. Don't force me to bring my gloves out of retirement. Let's call it a night. There are too many minigames. With different controls. This is not relaxing. Wie is Pina? Finley, good morning. Pina here. What are you up to, matey? What? Pina? Yes, are you driving through a tunnel or am I mumbling? Mumbling? What's wrong with you? Are you sick? Have you been affected by deadly fires from the hospital? Do you have a disgusting rash on your belly? Show me. No, I'm fine. I was drinking at Gilbert's last night. You drink? I had no idea. Clearly not often enough. But I'm working the late shift today, so I can rest up. Blah, blah, blah. Let's do something. I already have an idea. Meet me at the marketplace. There's something I need to see to that. Oof, okay, give me 30 minutes. Don't keep me waiting. Looking forward to it. See ya. There's the note. Thanks for reading me. Have a great day. How nice. Thanks for hanging there, little note. Take care of yourself. Those are the types of conversations that I like to have with random notes. Beautiful. Drinks for summer. Drinks for fall. Drinks for the blues. Drinks for the heart. Have fresh waffles. Waffles. Same. Good morning, Giuliano. Good morning. Son, it's already gone midday. Actually, you do look a bit disheveled. Yesterday's still taking its toll on me. Can't take much, huh? I'm just a little out of practice. And that thing with Ralph kept me busy for a long time. That thing? You mean your little intellectual battle? I do like it when things aren't always settled with fists. Even if at the end of the day you don't agree. I'm more concerned with what he said. About you guys? About the hospital. You look pretty beat up, even though you didn't fight yesterday. But I feel like I did. Young people nowadays just can't take anything anymore. Hey! When I was your age, we used to get drunk every night. And fought every other day. That's how it was back then. That doesn't mean that it was healthy or okay. I'm sorry about yesterday. I'm super bummed about that. Don't worry about it. Everybody gets into fights now and then. I'm telling you though, settling your problems with your fists doesn't achieve anything. Are you speaking from experience? The nickname Bazooka didn't come from nowhere, kiddo. Is Rolf alright? I felt kinda sorry for him. Oh, it's not the first time that old boy's been in a fight. I think he just needs that once in a while. You can't drown all your stress and frustration in beer, you know. So don't worry about it. I'm sure he'll be back in his regular seat tonight. And I'll be happy to have him as a customer again. You are the best barkeep, Giuliano. I hope I could come back after last night. I'd be offended if you didn't. Okay. Oh, good. I'd also love to be able to play the guitar. Well, then learn it. Hi, friend. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Keep playing. Exactly. An altar! I love altars. I like your music, and I love your alterness. It's all good. I hit pause on my guitar. I'll continue playing. Your guitar has a pause button? Sure, everything has a pause button if you think about it. You just have to find it. You're not from Porcupine, are you? Nah, I'm just visiting. I'm performing at your hibernation festival, and I thought I'd check the place out. It's going to get colder soon, and it's supposed to rain today. Looks like that's it for summer this year. But you can't celebrate a hibernation festival in summer, can you? I'll be there for sure. It's my first hibernation festival. Of course you'll be there. I want to see you in the front row. Have a good one. See you soon. I love your music. I've only been here in the evening before. The fountain was always off then. It's nice to see it in action. There's a little stone plaque there. Ninoslav Honoratus, founder of Porcupine, it says. Oh, it's not a bear. I'm sorry. There you are. Where have you been? Hey, Pina, I'm glad to see you too. You look tired. You okay? Yes, everything's fine. Lots on at the hospital right now. And Giuliano's gooseberry beer is really tasty. But my head is pounding. You just can't take anything. Why are you at the marketplace? We're preparing for the hibernation festival. The stage construction has started already. A bit early in my opinion. But the city wants it that way. Best to play it safe. And what do you have to do with it? I'm in charge of the greenery for the marketplace and stage. That's really early. Do you have that many plants in your store? That's why we're discussing it now. I still have to get a lot more before then. But it's gonna be great. You should be looking forward to it. Didn't you say we were going to do something? Yeah, sure. And what was it? We're going for a ride. Why did I have to come to the marketplace then? Couldn't you have picked me up? Who do you think I am? I have to work, after all, unlike you, lazy bones. I thought a little walk wouldn't do you any harm. Well then, shall we go? I want to look around a bit more. Okay, let me know when you're ready. Oh, whoa, that bucket of bolts has been seen better days. And it smells like cigarettes. The key is in the... Hit the road, always heading towards the horizon. Okay, I'll do it. Let's go. I want to see the world. Gebrude Bibberich Logistics. Huh? It won't start? I meant, of course. No! There's no way I'm just gonna steal this car. Change my name. Forge a new ID. And sell homemade anklets online. No, I will never do that. I'm not an overtired, overworked pigeon. Ready? I didn't just have a midlife crisis, we're fine. Alright, let's go. Poor pigeon. We're gonna walk from here. Where are we? This is the Glow Milk Woods. I like to come here when I'm stressed and in need of fresh air. And you seem pretty stressed lately. I thought you could use a walk. I seem stressed? Yep. Here we go. You're gonna love it. Plushoop, plushoop. Is there something here? No. That's Pina's car. She uses it to drive her plants around town. Considering that she's so fond of nature, her car is surprisingly full of trash. Well, at least it's not out there in nature. Love the music. Now you can actually hear it, because I didn't have the sound turned off. Are we walking together? Oh, we are. I wish we could walk a little slower for this section. Oh, a waterfall. It still feels strangely... what was I going to say? Like I've been here before? Nostalgic. I always thought hearts like that only existed in cheesy movies. I mean, I'm happy for them. But they didn't have to torture the poor tree for it. Who knows if they're still together. But the tree has been scarred forever now. I love Scar. Ugh. I feel dirty now. Rightly so. Let's go. Yeah, let's. Oh, I can go here. Oh! Oh, I can just fall off? Oh, let me do it again. Wait. Does that mean that I can also... Whee! Oh, look at how far I can go! Oh, this has to be an achievement at some point. I like that way more than I probably should have. I'm going to do this so much in my free time. Okay, but can I jump over now? Okay. Okay, but I think... Can we also go here? Yeah, we can. Oh! Wait, sorry. If I paid as much in the city as I pay for my apartment here, then it'd probably be no bigger than this little house. But the windmill is nice. Yep, a very nice windmill. It's actually cheaper out here, I think. An old ruin? Oh, I would love this. Whoa! What's that? That's all that's left. Left of what? There used to be some kind of stronghold here a few centuries ago. Even before Porcupine was founded, there was a village right at the foot of the forest. And here in the forest, there lived a count, or a king or whatever. I mostly skipped history. I see. And that's it? Was the ruin built... does the moss grow extra fast here? We could set up camp here and find out. Got any big plans for the next 2 weeks? Bigger than looking at moss, that's for sure. Too bad. It's really good goal to just look at moss. No, but back then the count or the king or whoever actually lost something here. A little golden statue. I heard that statue worked like a divining rod. No, not water, but treasure. It attracts treasure. The statue has been lost ever since and is said to be lying around here somewhere still. No one's been able to find the statue, but they say that anyone who goes looking for it will be rewarded with their own treasure. How ironic. Hey, don't make fun. I used to climb around here a lot when I was a kid and I found lots of treasure. And now it's your turn. You could use some treasure today. So go on, get searching. Do I have to? We're not leaving here until you find your treasure. Alright. Fair enough. Okay, I don't think I should go there. And we're platforming, boys. Oh, I see a stick. Sticks are good. Ooh. Falling down to your death is not so good. Okay, don't go there. I found a stick. I don't think I can die. So poof, poof, poof. Well, are we happy, Dr. Jones? I don't know. I just found this old stick. That's perfect! Really? It's just a dried up old stick. They're all over the place here. Yeah, but there was glowing stuff coming off of it. But this stick comes from the magical ruin. That means this stick is magic too. Your own magic stick. I'm quite jealous. So does that count? Absolutely. Come on, let's go and take good care of your magic stick. Wanna see if we can leave through here. It's actually so nice up here. Oh, we can leave through here. Out of breath already? Well then, let's go. We're almost there now. Where? Where are we heading? I wouldn't mind if this game was just an uphill thing. It's so gorgeous. How do you like it? The view is great. I mean in Porcupine. Settled in yet? Not really. Well, I think it's really nice here. But even though the town is so small, I still haven't gotten my bearings. It's unfamiliar. Why are you still here? Well, I grew up here. I was even born in St. Ursula's. Really? Yeah, so was everyone else here in Porcupine. I kind of never thought about that before. There's a part of me that longs to get away. To the big city or to another country, far away. But another part of me keeps me here. I like the small alleys and the narrow streets. I like the people here. And of course I like my store. I feel like I can make a difference here. I always realize that at this time of year. Especially when the hibernation festival is coming up. I've heard about that. That's why you were at the marketplace, right? The hibernation festival is the best time of the year for me. There's drinks, live bands, dancing all night long. And of course the big stew contest. Everyone comes together again before the cold season hits. What is it? I hope I can make a difference here too. Well, of course, Finley. Look at you. You're a doctor. Sure, but it's not easy either. Nobody said it was. You can also make small things happen. For example, do you still have your magic stick? Yeah? Don't eat it. There are colors on it. See? What's that? That's your monument. The people of Porcupine will be craning their necks skyward to gaze upon this mighty edifice. Who was this Finley? How did he make it all the way up there? And was Pina Sene, tree master and queen of plants, really as hot as they say she was? That's what they'll be wondering. They'll sing ballads about us in the taverns. The children will reenact your adventures in the streets. You'll see. Sounds like a plan. Thanks. Don't mention it, Finley. Now it's your turn. Make it happy. Make it happen, my student. We should get going. My shift is about to start. Okay, fine. My arms are getting tired too. I can give you a ride. Thanks. Stop thanking me for everything or you'll have to walk. Okay, got it. it. I love that little branch. Again, I won't thank you for the ride. So, no thanks. It wasn't my pleasure. Please don't ever call me again. The trip was really lousy. You ruined my entire day. Don't worry, I'll gladly never take you anywhere again. I really hope you don't. God, I love their relationship. Just in time. We would have gotten soaked out that. Are you made of sugar? Think of the plants. They need something to drink too. This summer was extremely dry. Yes, you're right. You don't mind the rain? Not at all. I love the rain. I'm the exact opposite. I better go inside. I got my ass kicked yesterday because I was late. You go ahead. I'll stay here a little longer and enjoy the rain. Don't let them get to you. Never. I wonder how long this demo is actually. I didn't think it would be this long anyway. Oh. Do you work here? I've just started, but at least I get to wear scrubs already. Wisecracker. I've been waiting a half hour. I need to talk to the chief of medicine. Do you know where he is? No, sorry, Dr. Theobald is always very busy. I myself have only ever met him during the chief of medicine's rounds. I've been standing around here forever, and the first person I run into is this rookie. Fantastic. Is there anything I can do to help you? No, not unless you get promoted to chief of medicine today. You're rude. Hey, beauty. There's our squabbler. Squabbler? My buddy Ralph told me about your little argument. Apparently you got a pretty good bashing from Carl. He was in a really bad mood today. Maybe next time you'd better stay out of each other's way. Ralph is a nice guy, but he drinks way too much. Anyways, Dr. Krakowski has already done the handover. She's in the general meeting this evening with all the senior physicians. Dr. Theobald and Mr. Heydrich are there too. So it's going to take a while, and you'll have to manage without her. So I'm supposed to give you your shift for tonight. Have fun, kid, and don't kill anyone. I'll try. Okay. Thank you. Oh, it's the same rooms that I've been to before. Oh, I'll first go to P31, she's right here. There's something about the music. You're still looking ill. Good evening, Miss Delwyn. Oh, doctor. I've already forgotten that it's raining outside. I'm glad to see you too. Was your pudding hunt successful? I'm afraid not. But you know, another day, another pudding. I'll keep my fingers crossed. What can I do for you today? I'd like to discuss the results of yesterday's blood test with you. Sounds great. Your blood sugar levels are abnormal. Nothing alarming yet, but let's find out what's wrong with you. Maybe the pudding. Gladly. I'm prepared for anything. I'm not. Oh no. Okay, let's start with brain, bone. 5 votes. Okay, there are 4, but in the wrong place. I'm not going to make it this time. Oh! Okay, that's grand. Okay, there are 2. Those 2 are correct, the first 2. But then there are 2 that are in the wrong spot. And before we got 2 in the wrong spot. So the bone and the hand are correct. Oh, why did I place the foot in the same? Brain hasn't been here before. Maybe I'll do this. Oh, great. I keep saying that I'm horrible at it, but it's not going that badly. Okay, I now know what's wrong with you. I'm afraid you're suffering from a form of diabetes. Diabetes? Is that serious? Diabetes is not a rare disease. There are many treatments available now. I think you can go home tomorrow. But you have to be treated with medication as soon as possible. That will keep your blood sugar level stable. And the discomfort will go away. And the blueberry pudding? I'm afraid you'll have to be a little more careful with those in the future. But since your blood sugar is too low right now, you'll get 2 today. Okay, that does sound better. Thank you. You'll be back on your feet soon, I promise. Oh, great. Can you actually miserably fail at these? Like that you're just screwing them up so badly that you can't proceed? Or that you're just immediately fired? Good evening. How are you today? I'm feeling a little better. Your colleagues have been taking good care of me. I'm glad to hear that. And the pain? Still there, but at least I've managed to turn myself over in the meantime. It opens up a whole new world, I tell you. Yes, pain sometimes shows us how good we actually have it without it. Wise words. What do you think about the rain? What do you think? Look outside. It's raining at cats and dogs. That's right. Fantastic, isn't it? You think so? Yes, there's been so little rain these last few weeks. I bet it's not just the plants that are happy to have a little water. You're not wrong there. Met a musician in the marketplace today. He was talking about the weather too. He said he was going to catch the last rays of sunshine before the rain came. Well, apparently the rain is already here. Maybe today was the last sunny day. It's good that my bed is here in this dry room, even if it's incredibly uncomfortable. That's what many patients say. I guess it's an uncomfort bed then. God. Yes, an uncomfort bed. I'd like to take another look at your shingles. Of course. I feel fine, but I haven't gotten up in 2 days either, so a look probably won't hurt. Oh, I'm gonna say that too quickly. Oh yeah, this one. DONAQZGAK. Nice. There you go, you're on the road to recovery. Nevertheless, I'm afraid you'll have to stay here for a few more days. Shingles are not to be trifled with, but it sounds nice. It reminds me of Christmas. Shingles? Why? Don't know, I guess shingle bells were the first thing that came to mind. Gotta love her. Keep resting up. Have a great day. Your joke's not getting any better, so you definitely need to rest. A brown bear. Good evening, Mrs. Amit. Not a good evening at all. I'm miserable as hell. I'm in a lot of pain. And nauseous too. I guess we'll have to increase the dose of your painkillers after all. Can you up it quickly, please? I'm really not well. Okay, I'll talk to the nurses right away. But let's not overdo it. I'll change your dressing for now. Go ahead, I'll just picture someplace nice. Are we sure that she isn't just a druggie? Z G N S I H E O J. Yeah, I know. I was looking for the G a little bit too long. Okay, done. Now could you please tell the nurses? I've already put it in your file. It will be taken care of. Ouch. I don't believe you. But hey, you're a video game character, I don't care. Finally, there's a problem. What's up? Mr. Arndes. Mr. Arndes is up? What do you mean? Mr. Arndes is up and gone. Is Mr. Arndes a patient? Yes, now focus. He was lying in his bed just now. I only left for a moment. And then he was gone. Do you have any idea where he could be? Maybe he just went to the bathroom. Well, that's the first place I looked, of course. The man is old and suffering from dementia. He shouldn't be wandering around here all alone. I've already searched the whole ground floor. No trace of him. I'll help you. We'll find him. Great. Mia's already on the lookout too. Oh man, if Krakowski finds out, I'll be a head shorter. Where do you want me to look? You've done the ground floor. Apparently not here. You dream of coffee? Please don't be empty again, okay? Can't help it. What do you want to bet that they're on the floor where the important meeting is? Well, let's first go up. Don't know why, just... we have to go somewhere. But I can see a light. Is there someone inside? Mr. Arndes, is that you? Still locked. Maybe the elevator can get me there. Oh no. That doesn't sound healthy. For a moment I thought the elevator was going to come crashing down. Why is it stopped here? Is that the 5th floor ward? Carl told something about it. The door looks like it used to be blocked. Maybe the patient ended up in here too. I'll have to check. Oh, I don't like this. This is how every horror game starts. Oh, hell to the no. Do we really think he climbed all of this? These notes have been here for a while. I am going there, don't worry. Oh, fuck. Hello? Fuck that shit, fuck that shit, fuck that shit, fuck that shit. There's a strange smell coming from the room. It smells like damp air, kinda musty. It's probably mold. Oh, I don't like it. It smells like damp air, kinda musty. It smells like... Oh, we know. Thank you. I think that was wrong. Oh, there's blood. Is that blood? Looks fresh. Oh, fuck no. I wanted a cozy... Oh no. I wanted a cozy game. What the? Damn, that's Mr. Arndez. Is he dead? I need to get him out of here quickly. Oh fuck, fuck. Hello? Is someone there? Run. Don't. Someone is trying to cover something up. What do you want to bet? Of course it is. Full Porcupine, Last Days of Summer. I am loving this. I want to play this game so badly now. Oh, it's early access still. It's a demo. I want a full game. This is so good. I love the cozy vibes, but then the twist here. Oh, the creepy vibes. I was actually scared. This is such a good game already. Sometimes the text is still not really correct. That's me saying that as a non-native English speaker. But the vibes are just there, and now there's a mystery that we have to solve. It almost looked like he's either was wearing a trash bag, but it looked more like something kind of a cloak. Something that you would wear in a cult. And I want to know everything behind it. So we are definitely going to be playing this for the channel. Thank you so much. I'm going to leave you alone with the credits. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in this series, either when it comes out or in another series on the channel. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.